welcome to Martin and Roman's Sunday Best.
Yes, this is the show to get your Sunday off to a great start, and we'd like you just to hang out with us, keep you company with some great guests, a few games and a bit of competitive fun between me and my old man.
Let me introduce to you, on my side, the TV presenter who is currently on a mission to save our summer, Maya Jama.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you.
And on my side is everyone's favourite legal eagle. You like that one?
I do.
Rob Rinder!
As you can see, we're all 2 metres apart, so our third guest is joining us virtually. Zooming in all the way from LA, it's Strictly Star and legendary RuPaul's Drag Race judge, Michelle Visage.
Yes, Michelle! We're getting help from some families at home who we've recruited because they've been busy doing some seriously great stuff during lockdown.
Please say hello to the Usmani family.
Yes! Look at that, rock stars!
How are we doing, guys?
Doing good, doing great.
Great.
How about yourself?
Introduce yourselves for me, will you?
I'm Arslan, that's Ibrahim, my partner in crime, and we make Hopecast.
We'll tuck into more later on. And the Rayburn family from Jedburgh in Scotland. Now, big hello to the Rayburns, Carly, Scott, Ben and Freddie there. Now, Carly, you have done something awesome. You've raised over £1,300 for your local hospital by running a half marathon, get this, in the back garden.
Yeah, round and round in the back garden.
Is it huge, or is it, what we're talking?
No, not a big garden, so it worked out that I was going round about 1,000 times.
Well, listen, you did an incredible thing. You raised a lot of money, so thank you so much for being with us today. Right now, you may have noticed that we have clouds swirling above our heads. We actually have access to the elusive cloud, and as the cloud is the fountain of all knowledge and information, it's going to drop us some wisdom games throughout the show. Should we get going?
Yeah, let's do it, shall we? Now, Maya, you've currently teamed up with Peter Crouch, right?
Yeah.
So, bringing us some of the biggest names in sport, music, entertainment back into our lives, which is exactly what we need, isn't it?
It is. It feels like this year was so promising. Everyone was like, 2020, it's going to be amazing, all these things. And then coronavirus. So, yeah, the show was actually originally supposed to be around the Euros, which got cancelled straight away. And, yeah, I used to be a football presenter, so I do know bits and bobs about it. But BBC had the slot, and they were like, let's try and make the most of this, this hour. So we're trying to bring, all the festivals that got cancelled to our studio. It looks kind of like this, a little bit.
I just
Different
love
version.
the title, Save Our Summer.
I know, it's a lot of pressure.
Exactly what everybody wants, though, isn't it?
It's what everybody wants, but then it means everyone looks at it like, I wanted to go to Ibiza, and this is what I've got. So we're trying, we're really trying. But Peter Crouch is amazing. He's obviously retired now, so he's doing all the things that footballers can't actually do when they're playing. Like, he goes bungee jumping, he might be getting some piercings, and, I don't know, swimming with sharks.
Well, you can't hit and run, he's getting a piercing.
Well, I don't want to give away too much, but he's supposed to be getting some kind of piercing at some point.
Speaking of which, do you have a piercing?
Sorry, not anymore. No, they've all closed up since I got serious.
What do you
How
have?
many?
Sorry, well, I'm going to exercise my right to silence, but it all happened in Ibiza, though.
Really?
Yes, student summer.
Gosh.
I know, it was a long time ago.
We've all had the sessions.
What I want to know is how big would a Peter Crouch piercing be?
It depends where he's getting it.
I was going to say, like his earlobes. It's like one of these, like carrying the barbell for the earlobe.
Actually.
The thing is, he's quite petite. He's just, like, stretched out, isn't he?
Yeah.
It's not...
You know what? Let's have a look at the clip, shall we?
Let's take a look.
I'm not in the right attire. I've got a rigid jumpsuit on.
Oh, mate, Steve, this is like you at QPR side.
I'm going to have to do a drop kick, because it's not going to happen otherwise.
She's going to volley it in.
Yeah. What's happening to the volley? It was never going to work. It was never going to happen. That was a teabag challenge, which I obviously didn't get, but Rio Ferdinand got it straight away. Teabag on the toe, flicked straight into a teacup. It's hard to try it at home.
So he should, he's a footballer.
Yeah.
He's a footballer.
I mean, they do all these ball skills and they're like, Maya, you have a go. I'm like, it's different training. It didn't really work hands in the heels. But no, it's super fun.
You've got a jazz band behind you the entire time in this show, and I love it. Now, tell me, so obviously Alex Horne has his horn section.
Yes.
What
Alex
is it like
Horne
doing that?
And the horn section. Well, I've never been around a live band just on a show anyway. So like, anytime you tell a joke or do something funny, they're like, bow, bow. You're like, that was good. No one's laughing. Instead of having an audience, I suppose, they're like our rounder-uppers, you know? But they're hilarious. Alex Horne's obviously a comedian anyway, and then with the band as well, it comes together and tries to make it feel like, yeah, like a big, fat entertainment show on a Saturday, minus the audience and minus it being live.
You know, I always find it, when I'm working with a band, like when I was doing the West End, Chicago,
Plug.
right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And
What's the main
I always
part?
found it confusing and it was difficult because the band are so good.
Yeah.
That it just put me off.
Well, so you were trying to keep up with them? And it
Yeah,
just didn't,
yeah.
I'm not trying. I definitely can't sing or, like, play any instruments, so I just nod and you go,
You must have
guys.
played with loads of live bands over the years, no?
Oh, yeah, but it's so nice listening to a live band behind you that it kind of, like, makes you stop and want to listen to it rather than keep presenting or keep working.
Well, listen, Maya, you said earlier on, obviously, the Euros were cancelled this year.
Yeah.
Hashtag gutted. Now, I know for a fact, because I know you very well, and you must have had a huge summer planned.
Yeah.
You're a girl that likes a party, Maya.
I
Tell me,
do.
what did you have planned pre-coronavirus?
I did plan 5 trips to Ibiza. Spread out.
5?
Yeah, 5, because I realised last year I caught up to the Ibiza summer party late, and then I was basically going out there for 2 days and then coming back and going to work and then going out there for 2 days again. A dream, absolute highlight. And I'm 25 now, so I'm like, I want to make the most of these years where I can get away with doing 2 days of partying and then coming back to work. But that's all cancelled. So I might be there in, like, my ski outfit, still having it, just trying to chase the summer and the winter if we're finally able to fly by then.
But you got a new show starting tonight, right?
I have, yeah.
Ibiza Dreams?
Ibiza Dreams.
What's your dream of Ibiza? What would it be?
Oh, I don't know. Well, obviously to be like a superstar DJ and like play there every Saturday, like all Pete Tong and everyone. But I don't know. I'm not up there with the DJ skills yet.
Ibiza Dream, so it's a reality show.
It's basically following all these young people that go to Ibiza, literally, to chase their dreams. So there's one that wants to be a DJ, one wants to be a host, another girl wants to do, like, the performing, dancing things on the bars, just all the different job roles. And they go out there and they try their best and follow their journey.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
We've got a little bit of a clip. Here it is. Any particular shots? I love that joke. I'll get some daytime drone shots today. We'll just get cracking.
Wayne Lineker, self-made millionaire entrepreneur and brother of Gary Lineker, owns a string of clubs throughout Europe. If anyone can give the boys the exposure they need, it's gonna be him.
Now, for one of our families, they would like to ask you a question, Maya.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
Yes.
The Rayburn family, please take it away. What is your question for Maya?
So our question for Maya is, we were wondering how she is getting on with dating in lockdown.
The dating question. Oh my God. I'm not in lockdown. I am not dating. Still very much single. That is all I will say.
I think it must be so hard because people, like, even where do people go when they do get back into dating?
Well, I actually think
now,
it's easier to meet people online now because there's no excuse. Like, you can't be like, oh, I've been so busy, I couldn't get back to your message. But you've got to just... Yeah, you've got to try and get to know everything you can about somebody without meeting face to face. It's like back in the day when you used to do love letters. What is it called? Pen pals and stuff.
Writing.
Yes. Yeah.
Writing, yes.
Emails.
It's funny, but you're right. It's deprived us all of the joy of pretending that we're not in.
I would just always recommend, for those of you that are talking online to strangers, before you meet up with them, always FaceTime or Skype or video message.
Yes,
so then
yes,
you don't have any surprises when you meet in person. And also, you get the vibe better. I think a lot of people like to text and text and text for ages, and you can't really get past one level with just writing.
Yeah.
So straight in, give it a FaceTime, and you would know quicker that way if that's somebody you want to meet up with in person.
That's so true. And first of all, it's really a wise thing to say because it's about safety as well.
Yeah.
But the other thing about it is super interesting. You have to be able to close the deal to meet somebody. I could never do that. You know, I used to have these exchanges and end up filling in somebody's employment appeal tribunal.
Oh my God.
Paperwork.
Maya, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yep. And you can see Peter Crouch Save Our Summer on BBC One on Saturday night at 9:15. Don't miss it, it's really good.
OK, time for a quick break, but stay with us to see Drag Race judge Michelle Visage in her LA home. We've got some fun with our families, and also we're going to tell you what we all think is the best lockdown entertainment. Stay there.
Roman's Sunday Best, our brand new show where every Sunday, me and Ro are bringing you great guests, great games, and hopefully some well-deserved light relief.
Yes, on our teams today, our TV presenter Maya, Jama, Judge Rob, Rinder.
And RuPaul's Drag Race star, Michelle Visage, is virtually dropping by a little bit later from America. You know what? It's very kind of her because it's quite late over there at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, way past my bedtime. Yeah.
But first, let's find out a little bit more about our families. On my side, we've got the Ismani family, and that's father and son, Arslan and Ibrahim, who have spent their time in lockdown encouraging people to record messages of hope. Tell us a little bit more about that.
We make hopecasts, which are short YouTube videos
and poems.
and for poems of messages that people send us. And then we record them, put music to them, make a little video for people to share on social media with their loved ones, with the people that they really care about, or just to generally to the world. A lot of people came aboard for that. Colin Firth recorded one for us.
Colin Firth
Mag
came
Myers
on
recorded
board.
one for us.
Steve and Brian.
Steve Ryan recorded one for us.
You know what? I think it's a fantastic thing that you're doing, and I know one person that would love it, and that's your mum.
Yeah.
Shirley, always looking for something positive.
Yeah.
You know, because there's been so much, you know, that's a downer, isn't it?
Yeah.
In the last few months.
Well, listen, you're very successful and you're looking super, super cool.
Oh, those guitars.
Luscious,
Luscious
locks of
locks.
hair. That's why you write the poems and I just read them. That's why. Hey, well, listen, on my side, we have got the Rayburn family from Jedburgh in Scotland. Carly, Scott, Ben and Fred. Where's Freddie?
Freddie left us. He's Paw Patrol's on in the other room. He's gone.
Freddie's gone.
Number content.
Hey, well, listen, Carly, you have been very busy turning your garden into a half-marathon course. Now, I understand the idea came from enjoying a glass of wine whilst watching Made in Chelsea. Now, just walk me through, how does watching Made in Chelsea with a glass of red translate to, I'm going to run half a marathon?
Well, I was meant to be doing the Edinburgh Half Marathon, which was in May. So I had done a little bit of training, but then that got cancelled at the beginning of lockdown. So I was watching. I had a couple of glasses of wine, and I was actually watching a Made in Chelsea star on Instagram, and he was doing a run in his garden, raising money for charity. So I thought I should do the half marathon around the garden. Much harder than I thought it would have been after a few glasses of wine.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like a lot of people, I think, have been also ordering a lot of things online in lockdown after a few glasses of wine. I think you just ordered yourself a lot of time in an ice bath, essentially.
Yeah, definitely. And I put it on Facebook too early to back out as well, so I thought once it's done, I had to do it.
Exactly, pressure was on. Guys, thank you so much for joining us today, and good luck with the next run. It is time, actually, to play our first little game, but as we're competing against each other, we need a judge. And Rob, before you step in, mate, you're playing as well.
We've got a proper one.
Put the gavel down. Right, as the saying goes, Granny knows best, so who better to keep us in check and adjudicate?
Today's judge is Granny Ange from Yorkshire. Now, she has 2 dogs, 4 children, 6 grandchildren, and she doesn't mind me telling you that she's a very pretty, young at heart, 70 years old. Now, she started a lockdown blog called The Diary of an Incarcerated Granny. Granny Ange, you've got to tell me about this. It sounds like Papillon.
Yes, Papillon escaped in the end, didn't it?
Well, you will one day.
Yeah, it's been going on now for, I think I did my 85th one this morning, and I'm seriously running out of things to write about.
Oh, listen, I think you're doing an absolutely fantastic job. But I tell you what, Ro, we should have our first game.
Yep.
And it's called Odd One Out. Now, our guests are going to try and deceive us. They're each going to tell us 3 things they got up to in lockdown. But one of those things is going to be a lie.
Yeah. It's a little bit difficult because one person, it's their job to work out liars, Rob. Yeah. The opposite team has to work out what's true and what's false. Everyone's clear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got the game.
Let's
Right,
do
Rob, you are up first, so Maya and Dad get guessing.
Okay.
Maya.
Yes.
Post-COVID, I ran 47 miles in a week. Second thing, isolation caused me to listen to the entire Spandau Ballet back catalogue. I wore a onesie, the same onesie, for an entire week in March.
Understandable.
So you were running the minute you got better?
As soon as I got better, I was out there running, getting my lungs working
Where
again.
were you running? Where?
Around the streets, actually in a mask back then, and in a hood, and also in my my full tracksuit gear. It's amazing.
I can't even imagine you in a tracksuit for one. So that feels like an obvious lie.
Sort of, I actually got stopped by the police. It's quite amusing. Well, my dog doesn't like to walk very far, and I was wearing a full tracksuit and a mask and a hood, and my dog got attacked by a cat. So I picked up the dog. This was after the running thing. And the police stopped, thinking I had stolen my dog.
While you were running.
And, you know, obviously I gently pulled down the mask and thanked them for the work on the front line. Yeah, then they all wanted distant selfies, which was quite something.
God.
Yeah.
I need that
police.
selfie.
If this is a lie, that's the most complex lie I've ever heard.
That's
really
definitely
happened.
true.
Yeah, and then, of course, I put on this isn't weird for you, but, I mean, that's never going to be cool. I mean, for you to... But this is... I mean...
Were you a fan?
Cool, I mean, yeah.
I'm more Duran, so it doesn't really...
Oh, I mean, he's like... It's weird it's your dad, but...
Were you a standout fan?
Of course. I mean, you know, you're the first person that enabled me to wear mascara.
Oh, my gosh, I love that.
I mean, it's amazing.
Love it.
Right.
Do you know, my mum actually said on their first date she felt really good because she realised that there was a guy there that was wearing more mascara than her. So she felt like I haven't gone too much.
But they pulled that off.
God.
Think how radical that was back then. Do you know what I mean?
Iconic.
And we're talking about it now,
Iconic,
about
yeah.
people being enabled to express themselves. Those guys were doing it ages ago. This is just not... It's like when I met Zama Maguire from Grange Hill.
Oh, my God.
The people that were cool when, you know, you were young in the 80s.
Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
Anyway, come on. Spandau Ballet.
And I wore a onesie for the whole of March because I was unwell. And very often, you know, people would come to the door. I thought I had the shivers. It turned out the whole front of it was undone.
He's got backstories for all of them. This is the thing.
Look down.
Yeah,
it's all on display.
I think so. Do you want to say it or shall I?
Go on, you say.
Well, judging by the backstory of both of those, I feel like the onesie is the lie because you look too clean for that.
I'm afraid to say it's true.
Oh.
Yeah, I wore a onesie for pretty much the whole, well, a week in March, but pretty much, I have to say, the whole of March.
What was the lie?
The lie, I'm afraid to say, I know this much is not true. Listen, Spandau Ballet back catalogue.
Let me down.
It was too cheery. You know, I was miserable and ill. I didn't want to associate it with a virus.
We had some miserable songs.
I suppose you did that, but they were not. Yeah, I suppose that's true. Yeah. OK, you know, if I get the flu, you're my album.
You're my guy.
All right.
Excellent. Right, Maya, your go.
Oh, God, yours were so good, and yours had really good backstories. Mine are quite basic, but it might be harder for you to know which is true and which is a lie. So the first one is, very simply, I didn't shave for a month. Because why would you? No one's stroking your legs, no one's seeing your armpits. And also, it's 2020, be as hairy as you like. The second one is, I didn't cook a meal for a month. Not one meal. Didn't touch the pots, didn't touch the pans, nothing. Not even nothing.
Okay.
Not even toast with a bit of stuff on.
Right.
And the third one is, I borrowed my friend's dog while she was away pre-lockdown. She got locked down on holiday, so I've been stuck with the dog ever since.
Well, 2 or 3 are the false ones. First one is definitely true. You definitely haven't shaved, and all power to you.
Thank you. Still hairy now.
Yeah.
Oh, I've baited it out. Sorry, I've made it obvious.
Yeah. You couldn't help yourself.
Cross-examination.
You couldn't help yourself.
There we are.
We've got 2 questions left.
I'm too honest.
No, that's
I'm too
brilliant.
honest.
Yeah.
Also, that's why I'm wearing long trousers and the armpits are covered.
Also, I also really like. There's part of me that was just like, well, I was quite terrified from you there when
cross-examination.
you
See what
cross-examination, like just when judge
You
mode
admitted
on.
it.
First 2 are definitely the ones.
Now, the dog thing, I don't know. But, I mean, it's definitely... I don't know. I can't imagine you not cooking, but are we allowed to ask supplementary
You can ask,
questions?
supplementary.
Okay, interrogate.
Who are you? You're locked down with friends, aren't you?
2 pals, yeah.
But you never cooked one dinner.
Not one meal.
Anything?
Not even touched the
You're
kitchen
helping us.
utensils.
I mean,
Just asking, I'm just chipping in.
Yes, no, thank you. That's a good... Yeah.
I want to think that the dog one isn't true.
I think you're probably right.
Because I feel like I feel like Maya is that person. So she's a party girl. I think she.
Well, but there are 3 of them in the house, and the only thing that's a bit upset, I can't imagine your friends wouldn't get cross after a while if you just sort of sat there like Lady Muck expecting them to cook for you.
And also, to be totally honest with you, the internet would have gone into complete meltdown if you had posted a picture of Maya, Jama and a dog.
Oh, well, I'm not on
haven't
you
seen
that.
that.
You haven't seen the... Oh, well, there you are. I'm going to go with Roman.
I think we say the dog is the lie.
That is correct. The dog is a lie. I didn't cook one meal.
Deductive skills.
But can I please? I ordered every meal. I've ordered. I have cooked now, but for the first month, I was literally ordering like breakfast, lunch.
Doesn't make it any better.
But my friends were happy because it was better than what I would have cooked anyway.
That means, Dad, we need the adjudication.
Yeah, I think we know who won that, but Granny Ange, give us the results.
I
Who won?
think
Team Martin,
that
Team Roman.
Roman's team are the winners.
Yes.
I know they are, I know.
Thank you very much. Now, listen, Rob, I want to come to you because obviously judging duties placed on hold.
Right.
And because of coronavirus, obviously the world has been turned upside down, but yours got turned upside down almost instantaneously because in March you had confirmed coronavirus. I mean, talk me through it.
I did. Well, I want to say it wasn't confirmed. I had all the symptoms, and now that tests are available, I got an antibody test, and I did have it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a little bit scary at first, mainly because of all the news that comes in, and it's really difficult to crowd that out. And of course, that interferes with your emotional chemistry. You sit there with the symptoms, worrying about it. But happily, I was in the slightly safer demographic, which doesn't mean by any stretch of the imagination that you're in the all clear. But after 2 weeks, it happily disappeared. But it was 2 weeks of sweaty grimness where I found myself certainly in the second. I found myself certainly in the second week, you know, almost kind of delirious, wearing a onesie, finding myself watching reality TV shows. I, you know, didn't really turn it on before, but now I am a full-on Kardashian follower. I've been following people on Instagram, which is, you know, where, I don't know, civilization comes to die, as far as I can gather.
Well, listen, it sounds like you discovered a whole new world.
4 hours on my knees, sweating, watching reality TV show.
That sounds so wrong on so many levels. Listen, on that, we've got to take a break.
No,
all right?
I
No, Rob, we've got to take a break. We're going to chat more to Rob about his sweatiness soon. We're also going to give you some ideas of what we all think is good to watch. We'll see you in a few minutes.
Welcome back to Sunday Best with Martin and Roman Kemp. Our first ever telly-series together. And look who's with us. We've got Jama and Rob Rinder. Perfect. And also later on we've got RuPaul Drag Race judge Michelle Visage. She's going to be joining us from her LA home.
Yeah, now before the break we were talking to Rob about what he's been up to in lockdown and also getting over coronavirus. Very strangely combined questions. But listen, Rob, I want to be able to chat to you about this because a lot of people seemingly are taking this opportunity in lockdown to get stuff down on paper, writing a book. I understand.
Yeah, I'm trying to write a novel. It's not going brilliantly well, but I'll be done fairly soon. I think a lot of people are taking up hobbies or, you know, pulling things from the drawers they've always wanted to do. So, you know, I've been playing piano, I've been avoiding friends and people I don't... Badly, I mean, more plonking. I've been teaching young people about history dressed as Anne of Cleves, which you can tune into. Well, I was supposed to be Anne Boleyn, but people said I was too ugly to play her. Too old. I know, I tried to make her... But I'm also, writing a book about some of the cases that I dealt with, although it's a fiction. So we learn behind the scenes of the secret world of the bar and some of the things that you think that you might know, but I suspect will be surprised about. Quite looking forward to it.
Rumpole of the Bailey.
Quite similar, only a sort of slightly more modern version. But, you know, that was, you know, like a lot of young people used to watch it in the 80s. Brilliant.
I was in it when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah,
with the Leo McKern
in the
one?
70s, Rumpole of the Bailey.
What was your part? Were you a criminal?
Oh, I can't remember.
Hang on, this is good
tearaway.
You were a tearaway?
Yeah.
And did Leo McKern... Did Rumpole represent you?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's who knew?
Yeah.
Don't shake. This is
there
good
you
stuff.
Go.
We have no idea what's going on here. You guys...
Similar ages.
That's in my early life.
And you celebrated a birthday recently.
I know.
Well, how do you celebrate a birthday in quarantine?
It was so... You know, birthdays when you reach 30 plus VAT ought to be miserable. Don't you think? There's nothing worse. You know, when people want to... I don't cheer you up. I tried to be I tried so hard to be miserable.
Yeah.
And people kept ruining it by phoning and sending gifts and that sort of thing. They destroyed the whole day. I planned, you know, a complete pity party.
Yeah.
Ruined. So
Any
I
good
had
presents?
Yeah, I did get some good presents. What did I get? Most of it repeatable. Books, that sort of thing. I'm boring. I had a couple of friends come round and socially distance sit outside. So it's been it was a joy to have people show up and sit outside and come with their own glasses and get riotously drunk.
Thanks so much, Rob. It is time to play another game. This one actually involves one of these, if I can find it, because they're a little bit weird and a little bit hard to find. A kazoo. So, yeah, kazoos. You see where we're going with this? We'll be playing a game called Name That Tune. And you guessed it. The tune is going to be played by us, and our families need to guess what it is.
Rob, you any good? Kazoo?
On the kazoo?
Yeah.
I've got real skills and experience on the kazoo.
Ah, no, that's all of
Beethoven
these
the
here.
kazoo.
Beethoven of the kazoo.
I've never even seen one before, I'll be honest. I
Never
don't know
seen a
where I've
kazoo?
been.
Can you
Never
play
seen
it?
a kazoo. I think I can. No, I'm joking. I have no idea.
I know you can.
No idea.
Now, we've asked each of our families to make a homemade buzzer so they can play the game. So let's just test them, shall we? Whose mine is? Let's see your buzzer. That to me sounds like a buzzer. It's a proper one.
There's a buzzer. And the Ravens, let's hear yours, please. Very good. Loud and clear.
Fabulous. OK, you need to buzz in as quick as you can. Now, the family with the most correct answers wins. And as always, our granny judge will keep the score. Granny Ange, you paying attention? You ready?
Yep.
Yeah, you with us, are you?
Sure, Ange. I mean, you've got a dog on your lap. You're not looking in the camera. There you are. Lovely to see you.
Right, we're going to take it in turns with this. Rob, do you want to go first?
All right. Very good. We're going for Rayburn family.
The answer is Spice Girls Wannabe.
Yeah.
Your Honour, do you think that that's worthy of a point?
I think maybe just the one.
Yeah, just
right.
the one. Well
Fair
done,
enough.
well done. Yeah, congratulations. Thank God for that.
Fair enough. All
Okay,
right.
right,
So
your tune.
we're going to do this now.
I'm going to start off. You're going to
Yeah.
follow in with the beat. Right, OK.
Very good. I think the Rayburns are coming in here.
No.
Go.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
Yeah.
What was going on? Frozen, Let It Go. You were doing Let It Go. What were you doing?
He was following up. He was,
You were doing Let It Go, and I didn't have a clue what I was doing because I don't know how the rest of it goes.
he was the backing track. He was the...
Yeah.
You haven't seen
The
Frozen?
thing is, yeah, don't worry, because they used to turn his mic off in Spandau Ballet. They just never told him. They never told him.
Don't ruin
They never
it.
told him.
Well, anyway, it gave me lots of hours of happy looking.
Well, listen, Rayburn family, congratulations. And I'm going to say commiserations as Marnie family, but well done to both of you. Granny Ange, over to you. Go on, please, do us the honours of telling us who out of me and my dad won that round.
It was you, Roman.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Oh,
Well done.
no.
Well done. Yeah, and a little bit, Judge, very much. Yeah.
Thank you, families, for being such great sports. Now, if you fancy joining us on the show and being one of our lovely families, we want to hear from you.
Yeah, just drop us an email with your name, contact number, and why you think your family should be on the show. Do you have a special talent that you've learned during lockdown? Now, my mum, dad and sister have just been busy posting family sing-alongs each week. That is not a joke, and every single week he's asked me to do a harmony.
Yeah, but you haven't joined in, though, Rob.
No,
Oh, I love that, though.
Oh, I ask him all the
No.
time, but he doesn't want to
No.
join
That's
in.
so cute.
no.
Or maybe you've just done something amazing for charity and you just want to shout about it. Just drop us a line, email to sundaybest@cactustv.co.uk.
Okay. It is time for this. Yes, let's look at our best picks. OK, it was on last night. It's repeated today at 4:30. ITV's Alan Carr's Epic Game Show. You can catch up on the whole series on the ITV Hub. Let's take a look.
Epic supersize with confetti and glitz. Your favourite shows are back with a twist. Cheers. Strike it lucky. The price is right. Take your pick. Bullseye and play your cards right. What a relief to see Bully back in the opening title.
180!
Oh, he's brilliant, isn't he?
Excellent.
I'll tell you one you can binge on. Little Fires Everywhere on Amazon Prime. And we've got a clip of this. You've got to watch this. This is great.
One day your life is settled, and you know who you are. Or at least you think you do.
You ask this woman to come work in our house? You don't even know her.
Sometimes you have to scorch everything to start over. Are you just gonna pretend nothing happened? And I'm we all have parts that scare us.
Very good indeed. Rob, you were saying you're weirdly linked to this show.
Not really. I vaguely know the person who wrote the amazing novel that this is based on, and it's really interesting. I think I've heard it's fantastic.
That clip was grabbing. I was like, drama.
Hey, mate, any trailer that uses Alanis Morissette, you know it's going to be good. You know it's going to be good. Hey, well, listen. This next show, I am absolutely obsessed with, and so is my mum. It's one of those weird shows. But listen, Selling Sunset.
Love this.
It is on Netflix, right? So basically, I've described it as Homes Under the Hammer mixed with Love Island, less Dion Dublin. Like, that's how it kind of merges together. It's like the best-looking people ever letting you look at the best-looking houses ever.
It's house porn, isn't it? Basically.
Essentially. Yeah.
It is. I mean, I love it, right? And we've got John and Lisa's Weekend Kitchen starring John Turode and Lisa Faulkner. ITV 11:35 a.m. on Saturdays. Let's have a look, shall we?
And then we're going to smash this cucumber.
Ah, there you go. I just cleaned my board for you. And this is... Watch your clothes. Just the other way. Watch your clothes.
Go on, you
you've got
bash
your
it
jeans on. And you literally... And you see it smashes open. I know it sounds odd, but in Australia, you've got smashed avo, and they've got bored of smashed avo, so they went to smashed cucumber.
Jono says that in Australia they smash anything.
They just...
Us Aussies, we smash anything.
We just like to smash it, mate.
We just like to smash it, mate.
I don't think, yeah, it's one of those, how do I talk out the back of that? I don't think you can't. Right, Britain's Brightest Celebrity Family on ITV, Thursdays at 8 p.m. And spoiler alert, it's not the Kemps. Let's take a look.
Let's go on it. Congrats. Next week, we're going to have some fun with it.
How are we not asked to go on that?
Don't know, Ro. I mean, you tell me.
Don't know, that's the problem. We don't know anything.
So hopefully that's your week ahead sorted. Now, after the break, we've got Strictly contestant and drag star judge, Michelle Visage. She's inviting us, all of us, into her LA home.
Very plush, very nice. Plus, we're going to go head-to-head in our final game. We'll see you in a few minutes. Welcome back to Martin and Roman's Sunday Best. If you've just discovered us, then welcome to our brand new show. Yes, they finally gave me a show, but I have to have my dad company. Yeah. We're here every Sunday morning to freshen up your lockdown life.
Maya Jama, Rob Rinder, been here all morning. And coming up, they're going to be playing along with Roman and I as we go head-to-head in a very tense game of bingo.
Yeah.
Get your dabber out, Ro.
Yeah, told you I was with my old man. Now, time for our final guest of the day. And like the rest of us, Michelle Visage is on lockdown, but that hasn't stopped her from enlisting her husband as a cameraman. And they said men couldn't multitask. And throwing open the doors of her family home in LA, where we're zooming right now. Michelle, hello.
Hi, everybody.
How are we doing, Michelle?
Hi, Michelle. Thanks so much for staying up. I know it is really late where you are over in America. And can I just say, have you had to set up the camera in the closet?
Roman, it's the only place in the house where I can get quiet, so I do my show from my closet.
I mean, I want to ask, what made you want to, open the doors to your house and show everyone?
Because I'm an idiot.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense, to be fair. Yeah, why not?
Thank you. I just thought, we were doing what everybody else is doing, only I think when people think of me or they think of Los Angeles, they think I'm going home to a Kardashian-style home, and that is far from the case. I've got one kid in uni, another one that's about to go to uni, so as you know, it's not the same price in America as it is in the UK. Mm-hmm. So until they get out of the house, I'm sitting here in this not-so-Kardashian-style home, and I'm doing everything together, so why not open it? Why not?
I think we've got a clip, haven't we, to watch?
Let's take a look.
So, just tell me what your daughter's boyfriend found in your pantry.
Yeah, you know, I didn't expect him to be rummaging around, but he found my old breast implants that just popped out of
Where were they?
They were in a container in the pantry because it's dark, it's cool. So where else would they be?
So wait, do you mean actual breast implants or chicken fillets that go in the bra?
Good question, Maya, because they're not supposed to keep breast implants. But I'm doing a documentary on something called breast implant illness because my boobs were making me very, very sick. So I got them explanted. So I got the actual implants and was able to ship them to a lab to then decipher everything that was in them. And when you find out what was in them and what was in my body, when the documentary comes out, you'll be shocked.
Oh,
wow, look forward to that.
That's very good.
Yeah.
Obviously, some excellent camera work there from your husband. Very talented. He has a whole page in the credits.
Roman, he stopped giving him a bigger head because he now believes this show is about him. Now, I will give him the credit. He does everything. He does cameras, he does lights, he does all the tech, he does everything, but calm down.
But your bum also made a special appearance, didn't it?
Ah, it did, Martin. It did. Yes, when he was cleaning on the finale of RuPaul's Drag Race, he kind of went by in an apron with nothing on underneath it.
That is so good. Well, listen, also a big congratulations because RuPaul Drag Race in the UK Drag Race is such a huge success. BAFTA listed it as a nomination. We love it. I mean, that is just, I mean, talk to me about that. I mean, making it just look so much fun. Being a part of that show just looks madness. How do you find it?
Honestly, it's such an honor to be part of this legacy. And, you know, I got involved in the LGBTQIA+ community when I was 17 years old and kind of on my own in New York City. And it's my family. That was my family. And for me, to see these queens go from what I always knew they were into worldwide recognition, and for our beautiful little TV show to be nominated for a BAFTA, considering I'm such a wannabe Brit, it's like a dream come true. I cannot believe it.
Yeah. Love it. And it's on Netflix as well, which everyone can go and check out all the time, every time. And we're so excited for people to see the brand new series. What can people expect?
All Stars is just beginning now. And what I can tell you is this is a team, if you saw from episode 1, this is a team of girls that came to, honestly, not even slay, they came to play. They are here to win the crown. So already shade, drama, craziness out the box. So it's going to be a very exciting series.
Rob, you and Michelle know each other, don't you?
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Michelle. There are sort of world religions that have been started around lesser humans than Michelle Visage, I think. I mean, I can't believe... I know it's ironic, but I can't imagine you've spent a great deal of time in a closet, Michelle. I mean...
Well, I've been out of the closet for 100,000 years. Trust me, me and Moses came out together.
How are you coping in lockdown?
You know, I think that we're doing what we can do. You know, I think for me, I've put on the quarantine 15. I'm not ashamed. It is what it is. And I feel like a good message to get out to everybody, especially on a Sunday, is it's okay not to be okay. It's okay to take your time and go through this the best way that you know how. And when it's lifted and we get back to whatever, I hate to say it, I'm going to say it, the new normal is, then we'll learn. It's all a learning process because none of us at all have ever been through this. So you can look to your left and look to your right, and you know, although that was opposite from where I'm sitting, you can look to your left and look to your right. They're trying to do what you're doing. So it's the first time in history where we're truly all together. But we are big supporters of local businesses, and I would love to encourage everybody to support the local business, order takeaway, do what you can do, curbside delivery, because that's how we keep the economy going within our local areas.
100%.
Yeah. Well, listen, Michelle, thank you so much for joining us. Absolute pleasure talking to you, as always, right?
Yeah, thank you so much.
And you can see How's Your Head, Hun, released on BBC Three iPlayer every Tuesday.
Now, to finish off the show, we're going to play one final game called... Lockdown Bingo. You can tell my dad chose this game. Dad and I have got bingo boards for our teams. Here they are.
Yep.
And they are full of cliche lockdown activities. Now, our bingo caller will call out an activity, and if we've done it, OK, we have to tick it off. The first team to get a full line wins. And Dad, no cheating, so don't go ticking off things that I know you haven't done.
I never cheat, right?
Mum tells me
You know
everything.
that.
Mum tells me everything.
Rubbish.
Okay.
Granny Ange, you've been volunteered to be our bingo caller. You OK with that, Granny Ange? You ready?
I certainly am, and
Good.
I'm ready to go, boys. Are you?
Yep,
Yeah,
let's do
I'm
it
ready
then.
to go. So, Rob,
Yeah.
if you've done any of the things that she calls out, then just let me know.
We've got no hope of winning. I've done nothing.
That's the spirit. That's the spirit.
It might be the best one.
Might be. Have you done nothing?
Can't we change the... Can't we just... Granny Ange, can you just call out drinks or cocktails?
Which one? Just call out a drink.
Yeah, that's
special.
after.
Yeah. Right, here we go. Right, Granny Ange, take it away.
Okay, now, number 6. If you baked banana bread during lockdown, tick this box.
Absolutely
No, I
not.
didn't.
No.
Did you do it?
Yeah.
I haven't done it.
Yeah,
You
I
baked
did.
banana
I
bread?
did. Yeah, I did as well.
you
Me and
get one?
Shirley baked banana bread.
Good.
Now, hang on a minute. No,
Yeah.
is it you've baked
Yes, or
banana
did you-
bread?
did
This
you
is what I
watch?
said.
No,
or
I
are
will tell you
watching?
exactly what happened.
You ate
I
it.
baked banana bread
Yeah.
first time.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Right.
Shirley baked it second time to show me how to do it, and it was lovely.
So, Mr. Kemp, you didn't bake banana bread.
Most
Your wife did
improved.
it.
No, I baked
you watched.
banana bread,
Yeah,
but it
he
was.
ruined it the
I'm
first
not
time.
saying it
We'll give it
tasted great, but I baked it. So
A for
anyway,
effort.
1 to us.
You
Go
get
on,
that.
then. Go on, then, Ange. What's the next number?
Number 1, if you cut a member of your family's hair during lockdown, tick the box.
Does a dog count?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I gave the dog a little trim.
Oh no,
definitely
that's
counts.
not.
You
No,
did not
counts.
trim
Dog
a
counts.
member.
But I
Dog
did it too.
Yes.
You trimmed your dog?
Yeah.
Dog
little
trimming.
bit.
Number 1. All right, we
What
got
dog?
that.
What did
Number
you? Yeah.
It's got a
Well, hang on, they do have a
miniature
dog, don't they?
I've
poodle.
got, yeah, my little dog, my
fair
little poodle.
You walk around with a poodle.
Yes, he does, yeah.
Popsy. There is nothing wrong with a lovely little poodle. He's got a chihuahua.
I do a chihuahua.
What's the name of your poodle and your chihuahua?
Popsy.
Popsy the poodle.
Yeah.
Gosh, you know what? I've always thought of you are so butch.
I love my little dogs. Sharing my little dog on my bed at night is just heaven.
Ange, what's your dog's name?
Poppy.
Make me jump on
Poppy.
it.
Poppy, lovely Poppy. Right, Ange, what's the next number?
Number 3, tick this box if you've made a TikTok video.
What's that?
I have.
I've
done
already done it. A TikTok video. You never heard of TikTok?
No.
Okay, don't worry about it then.
It's hard to get
it's
into.
like something that I actually think Judge Rinder on TikTok could be quite the thing.
It would be
amazing.
iconic if you could do it.
Is this the like the frontline workers did all those dances that people
Yes.
sent me on WhatsApp?
Yeah, they're wicked.
Those
Yeah.
yeah.
You learn dance moves on there. There's little routines. I tried to start my own challenge. Didn't really pick up, but yeah.
What was the challenge? I'll do it.
How many? If you can do fly kicks like that in a circle.
That already sounds tiring.
Could you
Yeah.
have politicians on it, sort of challenge them to be quiet for a day?
That could work.
Ange, what's our next number?
Number 9,
Oh.
if you haven't showered for a whole day,
Oh
tick
yes.
this box.
Oh yeah.
I've been on 3.
Bingo.
Oh, bingo, eh?
We win.
Whoa,
Bingo.
whoa,
We got
whoa.
bingo here.
No!
Look at that.
Thank you.
Oh, yes.
Fixed.
Winners.
We had more. That's not fair.
Winners.
What do you mean you had more?
We ticked off more.
Yeah, but it's all about the lines.
Roman wins.
We
Yes.
won. Thank you.
Oh, Ange.
Very good.
They want
Very
to see
good.
my having BO paid off.
Yes, having
Well,
BO paid
I
off.
had it too. I had it too.
Yeah. There's nothing worse than smelling bad and being a loser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hairy loser as well.
Ange, so listen, we've won that game, Rob and I, but who has been the winner of the entire show? Please let us know.
Roman Kemp.
Oh, not again. He won last week as well.
I'm sorry.
Looking good.
Disaster.
Yeah.
Well, listen, that's your lot for today. And if that's not enough for you, you can watch the whole show again on the ITV Hub. Huge virtual hugs goes out to the wonderful Granny Anne.
Yes!
And you Smarty family. Woo! And of course, Maya Jama.
And thanks to the Rayburn family and Rob Rinder. We're back next Sunday with 2 more families who've done amazing things during lockdown and a grand to keep the score. Thanks so much for spending your morning with us.
See you next week.
See you later.
Bye.